Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to L Dubs Boxing. We back with another one. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna break down these new WBA rankings that just came out late last night. You know what I'm saying? I got a chance to check them out, and you know what I'm saying? We're gonna break them down like we always do. I want to salute to everybody coming through the building. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Drop your comments. You know what I'm saying? If you got any questions and stuff like that, feel free to drop it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get to it. So I'm gonna do a little screen share, and we're gonna see what's to it. Um, I mean, WBA rankings they come out at the last day of the month like clockwork. You know what I'm saying? We already know what type of situation the sanction body is in right now. But as far as their website and their rankings, they always on time. So hey, it's good content for me and it's educational and stuff like that. And we can kind of predict what's gonna happen in these fights and stuff like that coming up. So let's get to it. So heavyweight division. We got the unified champion, Alexander Usyk. You know what I'm saying? Took those belts off of AJ. He gonna run that back. That's what's up. Unified champion. What's up, Chin Smoke? Salute to you. So he's a champion. Then you got the regular champion, Trevor Bryant. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Manuel Char is the champion in recess. Um, the so we got two guys that won eliminator. Daniel Dubois, he won an eliminator. He was the interim champion before the WBA started to, decrease their belts. Michael Hunter won a eliminator in his last fight against Mike, what's his name, Mike Wilson. So those guys is in position. I don't know who they are eliminator for, who they the mandatory or whatever for. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But going down these rankings, you got Robert Helenius. He's the gold champion coming off a back-to-back knockout victories over Kalnaki. Well, I think the last fight was basically DQ, so it is what it is. Huey Fury, you know what I'm saying? He came in number four. Number five, he came in number five last month. And he signed that new deal, so he might have something coming. AJ is number five. Now we see Deontay is number six. Early this morning when they first came out, he was number five, but I guess they adjusted. They had AJ number seven. Actually, I should have screenshotted that shit. But then they got Wilder at six, and that's big news because he's just coming off the knockout loss to Tyson Fury, and we know he's still one of the best guys in the division. He just can't beat Fury. That's what it seems like. So they got him in number six. Caballero number seven, Andrew Ruiz, Mark Demore. That's the guy. He was the number 11 when I first seen these rankings, but it is what it is. Philip Herkovich, you got number 12, Oslenbeck. He's one of the most dangerous guys in the heavyweight division. Bacoli and Yoka, number 15, supposed to go at it in December. That's a good fight. Yoka just came into the rankings, so as Joseph Parker. So, you know what I'm saying? We'll see. Joseph Parker got a fight coming up with Shazor in December. Orlando, he said, I'm back. Salute to you, bro. Thanks for coming back, man. Kiki in the building. What's up? Salute to you. Salute to you. Appreciate you coming by. All right, now going back to Deontay, right? So to me, I don't think he's gonna get a title shot in this sanction body like right off. Um, because the WBA and the heavyweight division got a lot of drama, bro. Like Trevor Bryan, he's with Don King. You know what I'm saying? Don King is suing the WBA. So that's gonna keep him out of the ring for another 2 years, probably. Trevor Bryan rarely fights. He rarely fights, yo. He fought this year against Deverne after being out the ring for almost 3 years. He probably be out the ring even longer because Don King is trying to, he trying to because they force him to fight. They're trying to force. I don't know the particulars, but I know Don King is suing them. Then Manuel Char is suing Don King and the WBA. You know what I'm saying? Because he's supposed to fight Trevor Bryan, and then they pulled some slick shit, and they got Stavern in there. So I don't see why they're fighting Trevor Bryan. You know what I'm saying? Manuel Char, he was going through illegal shit, but he was able to get a fight. But I really don't see him fighting either. So that's why I'm gonna nick that. I'm gonna kill that one, that narrative. I don't believe that. I don't believe that Wilder going to face off against Trevor Bryan and have to deal with that legal issue. That's just me. If he's gonna come back, I can see him. You know what I'm saying? Andy Ruiz, that's a good opponent. That's a big fight. He might even try to call for Huey Fury, try and get that payback on the Fury family. You never know, but I can't see him fighting. uh Trevor Bryan. And then the WBA too, you gotta think about this. They're trying to take away those belts. So why would Wilder fight for a regular title when they're trying to take it away? Don't make no sense. So, I mean, it's a good little narrative to run with. It's a good little narrative to talk about because Brian is an American heavyweight. Wilder is it do make sense though, but you gotta take into account all the legal issues and then Dane Dubois and Michael Hunter won eliminator, so they should have their opportunities and stuff like that. So it's crazy. And when you got Don King in the mix, you never know what's gonna happen. So I just want to make sure everybody's good on that. It's a lot of stuff before we'll get Deontay versus Trevor Bryan because I just don't see it happening, but we'll see. You know what I'm saying? For sure. All right, we're gonna move to the cruiserweight division. So the champion is Arslan Galamarian. He got a mandatory coming up against Alexei Igorov. That's the number two contender. They're supposed to fight sometime in maybe late November, maybe December. They may fight on the zone, but yeah, that fight is pretty much done. That's a pretty decent fight. Um, the world champion, the regular champion, Mahari. Now he like I said, WBA trying to get rid of these belts. I know he was supposed to face off against Dorticos, but I don't know what happened. Dorticos is coming back November the 20th in Miami or Florida, one of those. I forgot which city, but he's fighting in Florida November the 20th. He been out the ring for like over a year. Um, you got Badu Jack. Badu Jack creeping up the rankings. So he officially moved up to cruiserweight. He has a fight coming up November the 26th. You know what I'm saying? In Dubai. So he's creeping up the ladder. He haven't had a fight since. His last fight was at light heavyweight. So he came in like number six or something, and he done moved up over the course of a couple of months. So he's number three. They got some good, these rankings really haven't changed from last month. You got some good names. Kevin Lorena is a good fighter. Chris Billen Smith is coming back next week. He fights with Matchroom. I want to see Brandon Glandon up in there. He had that good fight against Aposhi. So there's some good names. Mike Perez down there. So yeah. Cruiserweight, if they do fight each other though. It's just they don't get a lot of notoriety because it's a European division. But I rock with them though, for sure. Okay. Moving down to light heavyweight. So you got Dimitri Bivol is the champion. And this is how the WBA is they want to go. They want to have one champion. And they got one in this division right here. So Bivol, I don't know. I thought he was trying to fight Zerto, which would have been a good fight. But I think he's trying to fight John Ryder, and then they trying to go after Canelo next year. So we'll see. He didn't really look too good in his last fight against what's my man's name? Craig Richards. He didn't really look too good, but we'll see if he can bounce back. Then you got Basso, number one. He just won the interim title. Um, he beat the guy that beat him. What's his name? Robin Krasick. He just beat him, but that was a close fight, yo. I could have gave it to the other guy, but Waxy, he's coming. You know what I'm saying? He's a good young fighter, up and coming. Been looking real good lately. Craig Richards, he came back last week. He okay performance. He stopped the guy, but he kind of hesitant sometimes to fight. We'll see when he step up in competition. He had a decent performance versus Bivol, but he's one of those guys. I'm trying to figure out if is he domestic level or is he world level? You know what I'm saying? But he got a nice ranking though. Actual facts in the building. What's good, bro? G5 Jeff in the building. I mean, my bad, G5 Gabe. My bad, bro. I got my other dude, G5 Jeff. Salute to you, bro. Thank you for coming by, man. Salute to you. Salute to you. It's an AKA L Dub, my broski. What's good, bro? Salute to you. Oh yeah, no doubt, bro. No doubt, man. Appreciate you for hitting me up too, bro. For sure. So you got Gilberto Ramirez. That's a good fighter too. I'm not sure. I know he was trying to get the Bivol fight, but I don't know. I wasn't expecting. Yeah, man, I had to come back, bro. Salute to you, bro. Um, so I can see Zerto facing off against Kovalev. I know y'all like Kovalev. Where he been at? Yo, Kovalev still got one more deal left with Golden Boy. And I know Golden Boy, they just lost their the zone deal, so they're gonna be looking for a broadcast network and stuff like that. and they still on the hook for Kovalev. So if they want to go ahead and get Kovalev off the way, I can see Zerto versus Kovalev. Don't be surprised. Let me see who got fights coming up. Number 8, Dan Aziz got a good fight coming up. He faced off against Hosea Burton. I think that's November the 20th on Sky Sports. Lyndon Arthur is going to rematch Anthony Yard. That's a good fight. That's December 4th. So yeah, that's what's up. Trap Media in the building. What's good, bro? Salute. So yeah, that's what it is. Light heavyweight. All right, moving down to 168. Let me see what we got. So of course we got Canelo versus Plant coming up this weekend. That's a big time fight, undisputed. Dave Morrell is the regular champion. His mandatory was John Ryder, but John Ryder trying to fight Bivol, so I don't know what he gonna do. I like to see him back before the end of the year. Dave Morrell, he's a good fighter, young fighter, still needs some more experience and stuff, in my opinion. Excuse me. His so number one, Adios Yasber Newly. I guess that's how you say it. I'm calling him Adios. He won an eliminator. So maybe he's the mandatory for David Morrell. That'd be a decent fight. You still got the same guys in these in the rankings from last month. Shoonoff, Ryder, Lemieux, Danny Jacobs. I don't know what he been doing. But Linga, he might be off for a minute because he just had bicep surgery. Gabe is coming back in a couple of weeks. Well, shit, next week. Yeah, Gabe come back next week against Jaime Munguia. I'm looking forward for that. Calvin Smith. Now he's actually at 175. He had that crazy knockout victory in September. Anthony Durrell is fighting this week on Canelo Plant on the card. Got Anthony Sims, Alantez Fox. So yeah, man, 168. They about to get one champion, yo. So that's what's up. That's what we asked for as boxing fans. So we finally gonna get one. So that's what's up. All right, moving down to middleweight. See what we got. What's up, Andrew Charles? Salute, salute, bro. So you got the super champion Marada. He's supposed to fight Triple G in a unification in December. This fight been scheduled since last December, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But they're gonna fight. It's a pretty good fight though, actually. It's just they took too long. They could have had fights in between and fought other guys. Lara is the mandatory for that fight, so he gonna get the winner. So I'm guessing he gonna have to stay busy. I know last month Sergey Devinchenko came into the rankings off the blue. He came in number 11. I see he's still there. So that's a fight I can see Lara taking. You know what I'm saying? PBC, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Makes sense. JC, my guy in the building. What's good, bro? Salute to you. So that's the type of fight. That's what I'm guessing. Lara versus Devinchenko. That's a pretty decent fight too. All right, so Eubank, he just had a victory the other week. He should be coming back in December. He was supposed to face the number 2 guy. I think no, it wasn't number 2. Number 7, number 7 fell out the day of the fight, and number 15 he got COVID, so he was supposed to fight those guys. They still got Sergio at number 3. That's crazy. Javi Munguia, Arias might have a good fight coming up. Arias might get Jamal Charlo fight. Don't sleep on that. He might get that fight coming up. Lynn Williams, he's now Eubank versus Lynn Williams supposed to go down in December. I hope so. That's a good fight. Let me see. Jason Rosario, Christopher Osley, he just came back on the Usyk and Usyk and AJ on the card. Gongora, I think Gongora fights at 168. He got a fight coming up too. I think he's rumored to face LaRon Richards from the UK. That's a decent fight. You know what I'm saying? Two softballs. But definitely 160 is down right now because we got 4 champions and they ain't fighting each other. But we about to get Marada versus Triple G, but we can't get Jamal Charlo and Andre, so it we kind of bypass it. Andre is about to fight Jason Quigley. Charlo fought who he fought his last fight? Montiel. So come on, we want to see them fight each other. All right, moving to 154. Ashley's corner in the building. Salute to you. Salute, salute. Chris Sim, he said, we waiting for 35 and 40. You already know. Yes, sir. I feel you. But 154. So Jamel Charlo is unified champion. Now he got an IBF mandatory, but they're trying to work through that shit. They ain't trying to fight him because they want to unify. They want to do undisputed again, the rematch with Castano. So I heard something that Charlo didn't want that fight. That's not true. They're trying to work that shit out. It's just the mandatory. You know, what I'm saying you gotta. I don't know. He been mandatory for almost 2 years. I mean, he been mandatory so long. He was mandatory when J Rock had the title. You know what I'm saying? That's a long. That seemed like a long ass time ago. So we'll see what happens. But I expect Jamel Charlo to be back at the top of the year. And I'd like to see him have a hometown fight. He haven't fought at home yet, but we'll see. But I want to see the undisputed, but he may have to fight the IBF mandatory. Okay, number one, Sorrow versus number two. They're supposed to fight for the final eliminator for Jamel Charlo. That's coming up on the zone, maybe December. Let me see. You got Terrell Goucher up in there. I haven't seen him in a while. You got some good names though. 154 is a stacked division. Got a lot of good talent. I see number 11, number 10, excuse me, Vladimir Hernandez. He just beat J Rock, but I actually thought J Rock pulled it out though. But they got him in there number 10, so maybe he may get somebody like Goucher. We haven't seen Goucher. Maybe Carlos Adamas. That's a PBC fighter. So we'll see. But definitely, man, we need that undisputed ran back like ASAP. All right, moving to 147. So Ugas is the super champion. They done put Ugas in the tournament. He got to face off against Stanley Jonas. We seen the other half last weekend. Um, with Buteo versus Jamal James. That was a pretty good fight. Dre's finest in the building. What's good, bro? What's good? He said J Rock got destroyed. Salute. So yeah, so Ugas super champion, Butev is the regular champion. So we're gonna see what Ugas gonna do. Ugas been crying and shit a lot, complaining, and which I feel him though. I want him to fight Spence too. I think that makes the most sense. They should have did. They could have put Virgil in against Stanley Jonas. He number two, or Boots. Put Boots in with Stanley Jonas. He went crazy last weekend. So yeah, that's crazy. But we're gonna see what Ugas gonna do. If he gonna vacate or he gonna go through with the tournament. He got like 15 more days before, what I'm saying, he gotta make a decision. So we'll see. But Buteyev, he looked good last weekend. Standing Jonas, he's a decent, he's a decent fighter. Virgil Ortiz, another one. That's a like he you can tell he's gonna be a future world champion. Abel Ramos in there. Boots went crazy. You know what I'm saying? He went crazy. Jamal James at number five. They still got Magistry over Michael Fox. After we all know Michael Fox beat the brace off of him. That's crazy. WBA be tripping. Conor Ben up in there. He coming back December the 11th. This guy right here, number 10, Taras. He just had a fight, a comeback victory. He a southpaw. He was on the same Olympic team with Lomachenko and Usyk and Voshnik. So, he can fight. Jesus Ramos, a good young fighter. David Avanesian, I like him. That dude been on the road since Mean Machine stopped him. And maybe look, um, Avanesian is number three in the WBC. Virgil is number one. They got Mikey number two, but they about to bump his ass out. So maybe they can order Virgil Ortiz versus David Avanesian. That would be a pretty good fight. Pretty solid fight. But yeah, we're waiting to see what Ugas gonna do. I want to see Ugas going to the Spence fight, unify that belt, but WBC not playing. Now they want to enforce their rules now after all these years. It's crazy. Um, what's up, Macadocious Mac of the South in the building? Yes, sir. I like Ramos. Yeah, I like Ramos too. Ramos can fight. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, 140. So we got the undisputed Josh Taylor. His fight got postponed with Jack Catterall, his WO mandatory. Got postponed to February 26th. So we won't see him for the rest of the year. Tank is a regular champion. He's gonna face off against Isaac Cruz. We all know about that. We're gonna talk more about Tank at 135. Um, let me see. Alberto Paluyo, he was the number one. He's the mandatory for somebody. I don't know who. He was the interim champion. Then Barasu, he got a fight. He got a good fight coming up. He's gonna face off against O'Hare Davis. That's November 26th. I think Badu Jack on that card. So that's a pretty decent fight. Sandor Martin, you know what I'm saying? He just beat up on Mikey. It's Crazy. Regis, I like to see Regis face off against Martin or somebody like that. Like Regis, like I want to see Regis active here. I like Regis. They got Calderon. That's a WO mandatory. Selton, okay. 140. Yo, these rankings is pretty dope. They got Dalton Smith. He's one of the best UK prospects. He nice, real talk. But these some good names. Pedro Sananian. He beat Matisse, Sabirio Matisse. Tyrone McKenna, he was beefing with Regis, you know what I'm saying, on social media. So we'll see. But 140 is pretty decent though. I want to see how long Josh Taylor stays at 140. I don't think he's gonna stay that long, for real. So I think he might have this one fight and move up, and that's it. Unless one of those 135 divas move up and want to fight him, Teofimo or Tank. Well, I don't really think Tank a diva, but those guys at 135, they will move up and fight Josh Taylor. That'd be dope. All right, 135. So it looks like we're gonna finally get Teofimo versus George Kambosos, man. That shit been a long ass saga, bro. Like soap opera for real. Pro versus Haney. That's a good fight. I'm with that. I'm with that shit for sure. But yeah, we finally gonna get that fight out the way. Hopefully that's November 27th. So November gonna be crazy though. November crazy. So Tank. So he supposed to face Rolly. Rolly had to pull out whatever because of the issues he got going on. So he gonna face Pitbull Cruz. I was calling for this shit because I feel like I ain't think Mayweather Promotions should have put their two guys together like straight off like that. Like who else do Mayweather Promotion has? Like Badu Jack just dipped on them. He went to Dubai, get that Dubai money. I haven't seen Tabidi in a long ass time. I don't know what he doing. So that was my thinking. Like, why you gonna put your two guys in there? But I guess it is what it is. So I was like saying Pitbull Cruz because like Tank to me, I know Tank is nice. I like watching him fight, but the way they building him, they ain't building him to face the top guys. Because if that was the case, he would have been fought the top guys. But they building him like a attraction. He is a star though, and everybody he gonna fight, we gonna watch it anyway. It don't really matter who he fight. We can talk all the shit we want. He ain't fight nobody, but Tank, like just watching him fight, brings off some crazy ass excitement. It's kind of like watching Mike Tyson back in the day. You know something crazy gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So right now, there's really no need for him to face the big guys. That's how the promoters looking at it. They telling us that shit too. Like he's a star. We're gonna face whoever. We're gonna move him however we want to move him, and it works because people still tuning in. And he's selling out across the country, Baltimore, L.A., Atlanta, everywhere Tank go. You know what I'm saying? He a big time attraction. So I ain't really mad at the fight. Because the fight with him and Pitbull Cruz, somebody like he gonna shine in that fight. That's a perfect matchup for him. You know what I'm saying? And this like one of the first times I ever seen Tank. He may be the taller guy. You know what I'm saying? Fighting somebody shorter than him. So that's gonna be a fun fight for sure. Um, he said, she said, Tank is one of the most entertaining fighters, and but yeah, for sure, Tank, yeah, yeah, Cruz smaller, yeah, he is. He's little short, little stocky dude. He come to fight though, and it's gonna make Tank. Tank ain't gonna have to go in the bag, but he gonna do his thing though, for sure, for sure. Yeah, Cruz 5'4". Yeah, I think Tank. Yeah, that's gonna be. It's gonna be. It's kind of interesting to see that though, because Tank always the shorter guy. Now he got somebody shorter than him, so yeah. I think Tank gonna ball his ass up though, like 2, 3 rounds. But so Rolly, I don't know, his shit up in the air. Michelle Rivera, he had a decent performance, but I mean, it was okay last weekend. You know what I'm saying? He boxed well. You know what I'm saying? He really didn't. I don't think he was as sharp as he was in his fight before, but he definitely, he's up there too. Tank should show his boxing skills against Cruz. Yeah, he could do that for sure. He can walk him into some shots because that dude be lunging with big hooks and overhead right. So yeah, Tank can set him up with something crazy. But I think the uppercut, ooh, he might get one of those Leo Santa Cruz uppercuts. That's gonna be sick. He said, but yeah, you're right. 3 rounds. Yeah, 3 rounds, 2 or 3 rounds, especially if he come out trying to bang with Tank. Oh, Tank gonna get him up out of there. That's gonna be fun though. Let me see. Oh, Linares is up in there. Linares, he's not with Golden Boy no more. So maybe he might be able to come across the street or something. Lomachenko fighting Comey December the 11th. I kind of like that fight. I kind of like that. I like that fight though. That's a good fight. Let me see. Yeah, Paperwork Cruise number 8. Frank Martin number 9. He's training with Derek James and Earl Spence and them. He can fight too. Kind of remind me of Gary Russell a little bit, but his hands not as fast, but he kind of got the same similar style. Cambosa's up in there. So yeah, man, we're gonna see, man. You know how 135 is. We want to see the top guys fighting each other. Devin Haney still waiting on JoJo to sign the contract. Ryan Garcia, he just had surgery, so he out the picture for a second. Lomachenko, yo, it's crazy. We're gonna see the top lightweights at the end of November, and then the first 2 weeks of December. Teofimo and Cambosis the 27th of November. Then we got Tank. No, you got Devin Haney. Like hopefully him and JoJo fight December 4th. Then Tank December 5th, and then Lomachenko December 11th. So that's what's up, man. He said, I see Cruz getting hit with that. Yeah, me too, bro. I say the same shit. Is the Josh Taylor card for February is set? Why not have Regis and Martin the co-main? I mean, it makes sense, like us talking as fans, but promotional wise, I don't know if that's gonna make sense for them because Josh Taylor, that's his date, February 26th. So the card not set, I don't believe, but that's a top rank card. And Regis, he just signed a new promotional deal with Pro Bellum, and Martin, he's with Eddie Hearn. So maybe Eddie got something for, I don't know. I mean, it makes sense for us as fans, but I don't know if they're gonna make that shit. You feel me? All right, we'll move down. Okay, 130. So Roger Gutierrez is the champion. I don't know if he's super champion. He's the only champion. That's all. That's all that matters. I don't care if it's super. Just one champion per division. He's gonna face off against Chris Colbert. That's November. That's not November. Excuse me. That's February the 19th. And I think they might headline their own card. So we'll see. That's a fight Chris Colbert should win. Gutierrez can box though a little bit. He tall and he can punch. So it's a little, but I think Chris Colbert is too fast for him. He should win that fight. Jono, he just won the eliminator. Let me see. Ubanov, he's from Russia. Xavier Martinez, he's a PBC fighter. Number 4, TMT fighter. He might be on the Tank undercard. I can see him on Tank's undercard. I heard Haney versus JoJo is final. Man, thank God, man. That's what's up. It should be final. It should have been done like as soon as JoJo beat Javier Fortuna, the next week it should have been done. You feel me? But yeah, that's good news though. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate that. Um, so 130 is hot though. Real talk. Shakur, he's established himself as the man after that performance over Jamel Herring. My man Kano been saying that shit for the longest time. But we gotta see shit. But yeah, Shakur is a problem. Valdez, he's the other champion coming off that scandal. They're trying to see that's why I don't like. See, this the shit that boxing fans for us, we don't like. Now they're trying to make them go different ways, go all the way around the corner just to get, to one spot. Now he's trying to make Shakur versus Burchett, and then they're trying to make Valdez versus Navarrete. Two good fights though. It's good fights, and I understand that as a promotional company because instead of cashing out with one fight, I can cash out with 3 fights. Have them guys fight different opponents, so that's 1, 2, and then they fight each other at the end. 3 fights. You feel me? So I get it, but come on, man. They teasing us with a good time. We want to see that unification. Valdez versus Shakur. I mean, it should be easy work. The IBF title is vacant, but the guy's gonna fight for it on Teofimo's undercard. Fuzili versus Ogawa. Ogawa fought Tevin Foreman back in the day. He got the victory, but he tested positive for a banned substance. And then Fuzili, You know what I'm saying? He fought Rachmaninoff in South Africa. He was beating him up, and then Rachmaninoff got some smelling salts in between in between rounds. Came out that round and stopped Fazili. But Fazili, he alright though. He came back. He got a knockout victory on Devin Haney's undercard. So that's a pretty good fight. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. All right, we're gonna move down to 126 featherweight. So Leo Santa Cruz is still the champion. He haven't defended that title. Shit, I don't know how long. I don't know the last time he fought at 126. He said, so who was your best pick for Tank replacement? Pitbull Cruz, man. I'm telling I think that's a good replacement. I wanted to be the first fight, but because all the other fights is not realistic. He's not fighting Haney. You know what I'm saying? He's not fighting Teofimo. Not fighting Ryan Garcia. Not fighting JoJo. He ain't fighting none of those guys. They're gonna stay within the PBC realm. So when I looked at the rankings, there's only a couple of guys in the PBC, and you know what I'm saying. I ain't see him going up against Frank Martin. So Pitbull Cruz fit it. He fit the criteria because they're not fighting guys to be the best. They fighting guys for entertainment and bringing in that crossover appeal and having a highlight reel knockout going viral. That's what they trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Because real talk, Tank, he's really the mandatory for Josh Taylor and Teofimo Lopez in the WBA because they're trying to consolidate. But what Leonard Ellerby said that they ain't even looking to fight uh, Josh Taylor. Like that's crazy. Shakur versus Burchett. That's a good man. Name wise, it's a good fight, but knowing what Shakur did to what he's capable of doing, you're just gonna see another level of Shakur. So I guess it's a good fight as a good name. I don't know how much Burchett got has left after that Valdez knockout. Like coming straight back to Shakur, like I mean, I don't know. That's tough. Maybe he only got one more fight on his contract. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he might got one more fight. Gary Russell versus Tank. I want to see it. You did, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing it too, man. That fight's so unrealistic though. Like, it's so unrealistic. That's why I can't even talk about it. Shakur versus Burchett next. Yeah, that's why I've been hearing. Yo, Burchett in trouble, man. They must like Burchett must he must got one more fight on his deal, or they just don't rock with him like that, or something. Because you coming off that devastating knockout loss, and you going back to one of the hottest young fighters in the sport of boxing, who's capable of stopping you, and that's a bad style matchup for you. I don't know. Valdez never rotated. Yeah, that's a good fight though. That's actually a pretty decent fight, honestly. That's a fight that Navarrete can win. Bobby, man, he taking the long way around instead of taking us, giving us a shortcut. All right, so 126. So Leo Santa Cruz, he trying to have like a comeback fight. I'm not sure who he gonna fight, but he been out, he been out the ring for over a year after the Tank Davis KO. So we gotta see how he look. Um, Matchroom just won a purse bid for the regular champion Lee Wood versus Michael Conlon. That's a pretty good fight, yo. Like real talk. I know like a lot of people probably don't know them, but Lee Wood is a boxer puncher. He got some cracks. And he had a good performance against Kanzu. He took him to school and then he stopped him. And Michael Conlon, he been like hot and cold. Like some fights he look real good, and other fights he just look, put you to sleep with his style. But that's a pretty decent matchup. You know what I'm saying? Let me see who got fights coming up. I think Thomas Patrick Warrior got a fight coming up pretty soon. Ray Ford, nice. I like him. One of those young up and coming fighters from New Jersey, I believe. He's supposed to come back on Teofimo's on the card in New York City. So that's what's up. That's a good spot for him. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Okay, 122. That's another hot division too. Got some big fights coming up. My man said Gary Russell too small for Tank. I like that fight for Tank, man. That'd be crazy on the East Coast. I've been telling people Shakur not going to. Yeah, he not. You ain't lying though. You ain't lying. Mr. Gary Russell being. Yeah, I see that. One of his brothers got a fight coming up this month, November 27th. Yeah, Mark Marcelo. Yeah, yep. They ordered that. Yep, yep. And then also too. So I seen that too. And Marcelo is number 1 in WBO. So if Navarrete move up for real and vacate his title, then maybe Mark Marcelo go that route. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. We'll see. But that fight right there is like at this stage of Gary Russell's career, it's kind of dangerous though. I think he wins, no doubt, but I think it's kind of dangerous because he's been out the ring for a while. It seems like that all the time. He's been out the ring for a while, and this kid is explosive. He big. I don't know if y'all seen that picture with him and fucking Sean Porter when they was working out. He like Sean Porter size. So I don't know how he making 126. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see though. I want to see Gary Russell active, yo. Like that's all I ask for. If Gary Russell is too small for Tank, why not? Right. That's like saying so Gary Russell too small, but Leo Santa Cruz not too small. I feel what you're saying. Did Gary say he was moving up to 35 after this fight? I heard his say he was moving up to 30. I don't know about 35, you know, but maybe, you know what I'm saying? I think Gary he needs some fights, bro. He needs some fights. He need a big fight. Hopefully he get it. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. All right, so 122. So 122, like I said, it's a high division. You got MJ, the unified champion. He faced off against his mandatory November 19th. That's Ronnie Rios. He's number 2. Then Brandon Figueroa, he's gonna fight Fulton. That's a big time fight. That's November 27th. Yo, November is crazy, bro. Damn. Now that I think more and more I think about it, that shit's crazy. But yeah, those two big fights, and I want to see these guys become undisputed. The winner between MJ and Rios should fight Figueroa and Fulton. They fighting a week apart, so they're on the same schedule. You know what I'm saying? They ain't really like this division. Don't really have a lot of money, politics in it. Of course, you got that side of the street, PBC, all that shit. But real talk, it shouldn't deter these guys from making the biggest fight, in my opinion. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Number 1 is Reese Salim. He's fighting on the Fulton Figueroa undercard. I like him. He's a dark horse in this division. Now, y'all might hear some news about Aleem this week. He got a purse bid with number 3, Zach Havanesian, Crazy A, for the final eliminator. Now, Aleem already got a fight scheduled, so I'm not sure if he's gonna be able to go through with that fight or they're gonna strip his position if he don't take the fight with Crazy A. I don't know what's gonna happen, but probably the end of this week, y'all might hear something about that. So you know what I'm saying? Just a reminder. We still got some good fighters though. And Crazy A can fight though, but I like Aleem in that fight. Danny Ramon, former unified champion. Mike Plania got a fight coming up November 20th. Kameda got a fight coming up. He's fighting for some type of eliminator. I forgot who he fighting though. I think he fighting number 10, Carlos Castro. So yeah, I like 122. 122 straight. 118. You got anyway. He's fighting December the 14th. He's facing off against number 8 right here. He should stop him. Rashid Warren, man, I was hoping he'd get an opportunity in the world title after that knockout he had a couple months ago. That was crazy. Second round knockout. Gary Antonio Russell got a fight coming up uh November 27th. So looking forward to see him. Who else we got? Lee McGregor is fighting for the IBF final eliminator. He's going to face off against Jason Maloney, number 12. So that's a pretty decent fight, too. Okay. I ain't mad at that. Let me see. I said L Dub. But then Tank had to go to 130 for Leo. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. For sure. But I feel like excuse me, I still feel that if Gary too small, Leo was too small because Leo started at 118. You know what I'm saying? Gary been at 26 his whole career. But I just want to see the fight though. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see it. Yeah, he ain't move up. No, you're right. Leo moved up to 30, so it is what it is. I still want to see the fight though. You know what I'm saying? I still want to see it, regardless. He said, my man said, I hate the WC. Yeah, the P. Yeah, I feel you, Dre's finest. They be going crazy. All right, where we at? Okay, 115. So nothing really changed in these divisions right here. Still waiting for Estrada versus Chocolatito Part 3. Hopefully they can get that fight this year. I think that's if it weren't for Wilder and Fury, that's the fight of the year to me. But maybe, you know what I'm saying, that Wilder Fury shit was crazy. So I think that kind of edged it out. Joshua Franco, he's supposed to get the winner between Estrada and Chocolatito. So we'll see. So everything else is pretty much the same. I like Donny Nietes though. He's nice. He just signed with Pro Bellum, so he might have something big coming. Andrew Maloney, he's trying to get the Ioka fight. You know what I'm saying? I heard about Kajas versus Ioka. They're supposed to unify. That's a good fight. They should have been made that though. 112. So we almost home. The champion Artem Dalakanin, he got a fight coming up against his mandatory Luis Concepcion. That's November 20th in Ukraine, I believe, or maybe Germany. I can't. It's one of those countries. So this kid haven't fought in a minute. So y'all see his last defense was February 2020. So he's been out for a minute. Let me see. The champions is Julio Cesar Martinez. He's coming back on Andre undercard. He's facing his mandatory Arroyo. Sonny Edwards supposed to come back. He hurt his ankle or some shit. And number in the WO champion, Junto Nakatani. Yo, he nice. Y'all see his last fight on top rank against Acosta? Acosta? That shit was nice. You know what I'm saying? Dylan Price. I think Dylan Price fight this weekend, number 14. I don't know how he make 112. If he can make 112. All right, flyweight, light flyweight. Karaguchi is the super champion. His mandatory is Bermudez, so they're trying to get rid of those belts. My man Jesse Baron Rodriguez. Y'all see his fight when he fought on the Mikey undercard and Mikey lost? Yeah, this kid is nice. He gonna be world champion, bro, for sure. Canazales is one. They got some good names. Kenshiro, he's a former WBC champion. Okay, but ain't nobody messing with Bam. Bam is nice. And then you got the 105 guys. So this guy, CP Freshmart, is the champion. I know his name crazy, but he's a super champion. They order a tournament. So yo, Ugas do have a case though, because their super champion, he didn't have to fight in the tournament. So he do have a case. I ain't gonna lie. Because they're doing a tournament right here. And the winner of the tournament is going to fight the super champion. You got the regular champion, Saladar. He's going to face off against Eric Rosa. That's December 21st. And then Bermudez is going to face off against Rojas. And then the winner, they're going to fight each other. Then the winner of the tournament going to face the super champion. So I feel Ugas. Ugas got a point. He got a point. I feel him. He ain't tripping though. He ain't tripping. Um, he said Leo just has the height and reach that Gary doesn't. Yeah, that's all he has. And he had. I thought. I mean, he got more. I don't know. He threw more punches than Gary. I don't know. I always want to see that fight too, man. Damn, they been messing up some fights. Oh yeah, Bam, that's my guy, yo. Yo, Bam is nice for sure. Canelo used to have stamina problems, but the WC, yeah, they did. Yeah, you right, bro. Canelo used to be gassing out. Yeah, yeah, WC, man. Yeah, you know. Yeah, we already know what it is. Because JC Martinez tested positive. Neri, I mean, even the female that fought Franchon, you know what I'm saying? They was trying to take her side for, you know what I'm saying? That was crazy. But yeah, man, those the rankings, man. Like nothing really too crazy. You know what I'm saying? The biggest thing is Deontay coming in at number 6. So that's what it is. And like I said, I'm not sure if we're gonna get the Trevor Bryan fight. That makes sense though. But like I said, Don King got lawsuits. You know what I'm saying? Manuel Char got lawsuits. It's crazy. I don't know, but shoot. just for me personally, if I had to pick somebody for Wilder, I want him to get Fury, yo. Get some type of payback any way you can. Huey Fury, get his ass. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get some type of payback if you're going down that route. But Andy Ruiz makes sense. And if you put that fight in LA, it'd be crazy. I want to see Wilder go to Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? Come back and put that shit on for, you know what I'm saying, for the people, for our people. That'd be crazy. Um, but we'll see though. We'll see. I wish it would be that simple for Wilder to fight Trevor Bryan. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense though. Both guys from the US, but that damn Don King, bro. I'm telling you, Don King, he ain't playing with those contracts, bro. Like for sure. He ain't playing with them shits. So yeah, man, I appreciate everybody coming through for real. This is all love. I love the content. I love the interaction and the comments and shit, man. Y'all be keeping me on my toes. I love that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm still grinding with this boxing talk. I appreciate you guys' support for sure. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna keep rocking out. So I might come back with another video tomorrow. I want to do a live, just chop it up. I'm gonna see if my schedule work. But definitely make sure you guys tune into these fights this weekend. I know we got the big one, Canelo versus Plant. That's gonna be crazy. But Friday night you got Michaela Mayer versus Hamadouche. That's a unification. That's gonna be crazy too. That should be a pretty good fight. So yeah, that's what's up. But I appreciate everybody coming through. You know what I'm saying? Hitting the like button, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Keep rocking out with your boy. That's my time, and I'm out.